One of my favorite prayers is the Lord's Prayer. And one of the parts that resonates with me is the part that states that, and lead us not into temptation. That part, no, is very important because you may not know your temptation. So don't be quick to judge this guy over here. Thinking, say, maybe what he did is not right. If you were in his shoes, you wouldn't have done that and a whole lot of things. You don't know your temptation. You don't be quick to judge. Now, for those of you who do not know what is going on, what you are seeing on your screen is a young guy, very bright, young, handsome guy called Christopher Adam. Now, near Chris Akuyini, I think yesterday the court, he was processed in court and stuff. And then it is alleged that he has stolen a sum of 12 million in Ghana cedis from a client's account. Now, he works in a private bank as a relationships manager. Some of these people with these rules, they are able to get access to clients' funds and the other. Now, he was also charged with forging statements and also diverting funds into various or multiple accounts. Now, part of is the fact that he was able to blow 600,000 Ghana cedis on bet. The whole shame because how 6 billion bet. I don't want to judge him I don't want to judge him in any way. But you see, this should tell you that sometimes you might think, say, when someone is living a very good life and as a misana, or things like or you're comfortable. I've told you this thing before that sometimes some of our brothers and sisters that we see working at the banks, some of them, their salary doesn't reach them. They want to find avenues or ways and means to get other money. But then I always say that if you want to take risk, take positive and calculated risk. This is not a risk that you're supposed to take because this is a client's money and this is not a positive risk. Now, when it comes to the betting aspect, this is what I'm thinking. I feel like, you see, in a normal day, when you start betting now, once your first deposit, put the deposit there, your early reference and bet, I feel once that is a kudima, then the thought that will come to mind is that, let me just retrieve my initial deposit and stuff. I mean, retrieving your medical shield. By the time you realize you are deep down in debt, because how can you blow 600,000 reference in Ghana cedis on bet? I can assure you Chelsea because he doesn't understand why Everton will score Evans and will score Chelsea 3-0. Because we sure say that time maybe it will so Brighton and Chelsea and as we decide why not come on, we say Fala match Chelsea and we have 2 odds in the first and they dinner 600,000 Ghana cedis. That's some huge sum of money, man. Now, one thing that you should also know is that if you are content with what you have, you don't allow pressure to kind of carry you. What I say, there are a lot of people living lives on social media. If you meet people like on a normal day, but on social media, of course, no one will come and dirty themselves on social media. We are the fair you understand? We are not the fair to social media. You understand? So if you see someone living some flashy lives, living in some luxury cars and stuff, people are not so don't be pressured to go and do that. Another thing that I also want to tell you is that one of the devil's strongest missiles is loneliness. Because the devil attacked Eve. He only attacked Eve when Eve was lonely. When attacking the time when Eve was lonely, that was the time that the devil attacked Eve. So most of the times, try as much as possible not to be lonely. If you are lonely, that is when the devil will come and hit you with some kind of thoughts, unreasonable thoughts and stuff. And the devil is so smart that he will give you measures. Remember some strategic things here. Would be to carry on the defense and the kind of mission or the amount. Now, Ubia baby, Ama, Ubia be the TD. But I could see one him and Quanoka could be was Yakocho. On Quanoka could leave you because this thing that he wants to do, I'm sure he got the motivation from somewhere. And then you, Unquaco be problems Yacho. And you wouldn't know how to defend and answer yourself. The whole Abeka said, this is my first time, and I'm from for first time. But then what do you think about this? Do you think it's the devil's conspiracy or how do I put it? Or do you think this guy in Angasano? I don't know. But then have a nice day, yo.